Life in the UK Test. Chapter 5, Part 3. Disclaimer. This work is independent and non-official. It is a free help based on life in the United Kingdom, a guide for new residents, 3rd edition handbook. December 2015. Chapter 5, Part 3. The UK Government, the Law and Your Role. System of Government. The House of Commons. The House of Lords. The Speaker. Elections, UK elections. European parliamentary elections, UK elections. Contacting elected members, system of government. The system of government in the UK is a parliamentary democracy. The UK is divided into parliamentary constituencies. Voters in each constituency elect their Member of Parliament, MP, in a general election. All of the elected MPs form the House of Commons. Most MPs belong to a political party, and the party with a majority of MPs forms the government. If one party does not get a majority, two parties can join together to form a coalition. The House of Commons. The House of Commons is regarded as the more important of the two chambers in Parliament, because its members are democratically elected. The Prime Minister and almost all the members of the Cabinet are members of the House of Commons, MPs. Each MP represents a parliamentary constituency, which is a small area of the country. MPs have a number of different responsibilities. They represent everyone in their constituency, help to create new laws, scrutinize and comment on what the government is doing, debate important national issues. The House of Lords. Members of the House of Lords, known as peers, are not elected by the people and do not represent a constituency. The role and membership of the House of Lords has changed over the last 50 years. Until 1958, all peers were hereditary, which means they inherited their title, or senior judges, or bishops of the Church of England. Since 1958, the Prime Minister has had the power to nominate peers just for their own lifetime. These are called life peers. They have usually had an important career in politics, business, law or another profession. Life peers are appointed by the monarch on the advice of the Prime Minister. They also include people nominated by the leaders of the other main political parties, or by an independent appointments commission for non-party peers. Since 1999, hereditary peers have lost the automatic right to attend the House of Lords. They now elect a few of their number to represent them in the House of Lords. The House of Lords is normally more independent of the government than the House of Commons. It can suggest amendments or propose new laws, which are then discussed by MPs. The House of Lords checks laws that have been passed by the House of Commons to ensure they are fit for purpose. It also holds the government to account, to make sure that it is working in the best interests of the people. There are peers who are specialists in particular areas, and their knowledge is useful in making and checking laws. The House of Commons has powers to overrule the House of Lords, but these are not used often. The Speaker. Debates in the House of Commons are chaired by the Speaker. This person is the chief officer of the House of Commons. The Speaker is neutral and does not represent a political party, even though he or she is an MP, represents a constituency and deals with the constituents' problems like any other MP. The Speaker is chosen by other MPs in a secret ballot. The Speaker keeps order during political debates to make sure the rules are followed. This includes making sure the opposition, see the section on the government, has a guaranteed amount of time to debate issues which it chooses. The Speaker also represents Parliament on ceremonial occasions, elections, UK elections. MPs are elected at a general election, which is held at least every 5 years. If an MP dies or resigns, there will be a fresh election, called a by-election, in his or her constituency. MPs are elected through a system called first past the post. In each constituency, the candidate who gets the most votes is elected. The government is usually formed by the party that wins the majority of constituencies. If no party wins a majority, two parties may join together to form a coalition. European parliamentary elections. Elections for the European Parliament are also held every 5 years. Elected members are called members of the European Parliament, MEPs. Elections to the European Parliament use a system of proportional representation, where seats are allocated to each party, in proportion to the total number of votes it has won. Contacting elected members. All elected members have a duty to serve and represent their constituents. You can get contact details for all your representatives, and their parties from your local library, and from www.parliament.uk. MPs, Assembly members, members of the Scottish Parliament, MSPs, and MEPs are also listed in the phone book, published by BT, and in Yellow Pages. You can contact MPs by letter or telephone at their constituency office, or at their office in the House of Commons. The House of Commons, Westminster, London SW1A, 0AA, telephone 0207729 3000. In addition, many MPs, Assembly members, MSPs and MEPs hold regular local surgeries, where constituents can go in person to talk about issues that are of concern to them. These surgeries are often advertised in the local newspaper. Study materials. All chapters from the study materials are Crown copyright and have been based on life in the United Kingdom. A Guide for New Residents 3rd edition handbook. All photos are borrowed from wikipedia.org under the Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 3.0 unported. This work is independent and non-official, prepared in December 2015.